Audio Jungle.
Pain and relief. 2 days after 19-year-old Kristen Steele and her friend Omar were swept away by heavy waters in Wogwater River at Keston St. Mary, her body was found miles downstream by a farmer on his way to his farm on Saturday around noon. However, even after the continuation of an immense search, which began on Friday, Sky's body had not been found up to Saturday evening. After learning that her daughter's body was found, Alison Spratt burst into tears. At the same time, she was glad to have received some sort of closure and was grateful to the farmer, another resident, and firefighters who risked their lives to bring Steele's body across a river that appeared set to go in space. Barrington Shaw, the farmer who lives in a community residence referred to as Thousand Pen, located near Fishship Gap, where Steele's body was spotted on the bank of Flint River, told reporters that it was very important to get the body across the river before it began to rain heavily, as that could have led to the body being washed away and possible never being found again. I came down on the other side of the river to look about my farm, and I saw the drunk fly, so I said something wrong over there, so I had to make sure it was a body before I made an alarm, Sharm stated. At 2 times she wash way. Remember say from Thursday she wash way and lodge somewhere up so. And then the river bring her down here, he said, pointing out that the water had carried Steele's body about 6 miles to the spot where he found it. Yesterday, she was at that spot. I saw something and said it looked to me like somebody, and I wanted to rectify it. I called my granddaughter and told her, and we went over there, and she called the police station. If them did wait too long, we would stay here and see the river gone with her. That are the danger. The river was on the way to take away the body again, like how she stayed now exposed. She would go back underneath when the river come down and say him ready. Only thing him ask is who ready, Shaw stated. One woman told reporters that the body traveled a far distance to end up where they found it. From Castleton, a whole heap of community you have to pass before you reach up here, so I feel good that they found her, because one time a man did a try to save some people up at Castleton and him wash way. I know them no find him. Our soldier come dive and them no find nothing at all. If the river did come down, most likely you wouldn't find nothing again, because when it go down at Devon Pen, it would meet up on another river called Ugly River. Two rivers meet right there, so the woman stated. Meanwhile, Spratt told reporters that it was very difficult to explain her feelings. She is my first child. I can't even tell you how I feel. When I just heard that the girl I didn't see her, as she was born, the nurse them run away with her. I was wondering if it was a handicapped baby or what. She born and she weighed 3 pounds, so they had to run to the nursery with her. She was in the nursery for 2 months before she get discharged. The only thing I could do was go there every day, go pray with her. When I saw her, I called her Mus Mus because she was very little. I never knew she would live until she was 19, Jan Star, the distraught mother stated. Sky's sister Anne-Marie Skies, even though she thought her brother's body is still out there somewhere, she was glad that Steele's body was found. It has been 2 immense days of searching. Today we came up on the body of the young lady, but we are still trying to find the body of Omar. The Keston police have been a great help. They have been with us for the past 2 days. Friends and family are here trying to find Omar, but we are still hopeful. Once we find the young lady, it gives us hope we will find Omar, she said. Omar was a very jovial person. He was a father of 1. He loved the river and always come to the river. It is just unfortunate that the river came down while he was there, she stated. RSC says 14 people have died in crashes in the first 14 days of September. 14 people have died in motor vehicle crashes since the start of September. That's an average of 1 fatality each day. In the latest crash on Eastwood Park Road in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew, 3 people died and 2 others were seriously injured. Reports indicate that at approximately 3:40 a.m., a Honda City motor car which was being driven along the roadway when the driver lost control of the vehicle, which reportedly veered right and ran off the roadway onto a private property. The car crashed into a wall and wooden utility pole, then burst into flames. While commenting on the unfortunate incident, Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, noted that there has been a surge in the number of road deaths in recent days.
So the madness continues on our roads. This is, in effect, what happened early this morning as 3 people perished in a motor vehicle crash in the heart of Kingston. We are not learning anything from what is happening in previous days. There has been a surge in the number of people who are dying. And the crash last night just brings home very sharply too that speeding and recklessness is the number one reason why people are dying on our roads. Already for September, 14 people have died. 14 in 14 days. A total of 261 people have died for this year. This is just absolutely crazy.
Clarendon Top Cop urges patience during parish-wide SOE. Acting Superintendent of Police Shane McCullough is appealing to citizens of Clarendon to exercise patience and understanding following the declaration of a state of public emergency SOE for the entire parish Friday morning. McCullough acknowledged that people may be apprehensive and sought to assure them that the measures is being used to curtail violent flare-ups in sections of the parish. What we want persons to understand is that SOE is geared towards allowing the security forces to have enhanced powers and the ability to carry out our surgical operations. It is not geared towards impeding or causing any undue restrictions for law-abiding citizens. However, people will have to appreciate that there is a certain level of regulation that is going to be enforced, the acting SSP said, following a meeting with business owners in the parish late Friday evening. McCullough further explained that some communities will be under a strict 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew, which will be placed for the duration of the emergency measure. These communities are the areas that are currently having a series of what we consider an upsurge in certain types of violence and criminal activities. The Cherry Lane and its environs, Palmer's Cross, where there has been recent incidents, Yorktown, Treadlight, Havana Heights, Western Park, those areas are under strict 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. restrictions, he noted. He added that investigations into the flare-up in Palmer's Cross are far advanced and a number of people have been taken into custody, even as the police continue their operations within the space. SSP McCullough said the meeting with the business community was to see how best their operations could continue, a bit curtailed by the crime-fighting measure. We are not about impeding persons or their economic activities, and we have considered other factors and will deal with each of these cases as needs be, McCullough explained. We are appealing to persons to comply with the police. I am asking persons not in keeping with the law to cooperate when the police come, because if they choose to do otherwise, our superior training will come into play, the top cop warned. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.